Hello everyone, my name is Prashant and the topic for today's video is to create a Python script to search for a file, and then our second requirement is to search for a file with a particular extension. Okay, so basically what we are trying to do here is to create a is trying to create a find like utility. So in case of a find, we supply the directory where we need to search the file and then the file name, right? So if we run that, it's going to give us the all the files with the inside this directory. So this is our first requirement where we supply these two parameters, the directory to search and the file name. And secondly, in a specific directory, we are searching for all the file. Let's say in ls, in etc, we are trying to find all the file with the extension of .conf. Okay. Then we will go one step further and we will try to make this script as a user friendly by using a argparser module. So what argparser will do is to give a user a liberty to supply all these parameters at the command line. Okay. So let me get this requirement here. So our first requirement is that we are creating a find like utility, yeah? Right? So find like utility where we supply the directory, right? Directory and then the file to search. Okay, similar to this. Not exactly like this, but we are going to provide the directory and then the file to search. Secondly, once we have this utility, we will try to, okay, let's make this first as user friendly. So what I mean that generally how you run your Python script is Python 3, and like if this script name is search.py, we run it like this. But I want that we are going to supply some options to our user, for example the help option. So after looking at the help, they would be able to determine what exactly the script is doing, and we can give them an option to pass these parameters like this directory name and this file name on the command line. Okay, so this we are going to do with the help of argparser. I already created some video using argparser, so I will share the description of how to use argparser in the description of this video link. Please feel free to check those videos. And our last requirement is we are going to search for specific kind of file, and in that case any files which ends with .conf extension like we seen here. We are going to look for all the files which ends with this .conf extension inside this etc directory. Okay, this applied to anywhere. For example, you can also look for inside the var log directory and search for any file with ends with .zz or .log. Okay, so I'm just giving you one example. Okay, so let's start writing our script, and to make this work we are going to use the OSWalk module of Python. And I already gave you a detailed description how os.walk work in one of our video. Once again I'm going to paste the description link of that video, and please feel free to watch that video and let me know if you have any doubt regarding that. So the way os.walk work is we are going it's going to return a tuple, and we are going to take that tuple and extract the value out of it. Basically we are going to do the tuple unpacking, and in the first version of the script I am hard coding all these values. So for example in this case I am supplying this whole etc directory hard codedly. Okay, and then I can print this dir name and print file name. this is what I'm looking at right now. Okay, I can even print the dir path. Okay, so let's start from here, and then we will see what are the different modifications we need to make into this script. So search for file, and because etc consists of large amount of file, you will see the long output. So let's leave this dir path for the time being and focus on this. Even this is going to give us a long output. So based on the previous description, or based on my previous video, I told you that it's a tuple where the first value is dir name, the second value is dir path, and the third value is file name. So let me see if we have any directory which is much easier to demonstrate for this example. So let me see this UFW, and inside UFW we have, yep. So let me give this directory UFW. Okay, and we show you here ls-lr etc UFW. So basically inside this directory we have this bunch of files, and then we have this directory. And let me see if there is anything inside this application.d, and inside the application.d we have this one file called cubs. So let me execute this script again and see. So as you can see, the first output of this is etc UFW, which is the directory we have supplied. So this is coming via this dir name, and then we have, okay, so because we are not printing dir path, this is coming as empty. So let me print this dir path also. So here, yep. So as you can see, we have this etc UFW, which is this. Then we have inside it, we have one directory called application.d, and inside and then we have the bunch of these files, right? Sorry, this one. Then it passes inside this ufw.application.d. Inside that we don't have any directory, and we have one file called cubs. So script is working as expected. So we don't need these values. Okay. And as you can see, we have the bunch of files inside it, right? So, and this is a list. So we can loop over this list. So for file in file name, and now in order to join this dir name and all the files inside this file name, let me first print the file name. Okay. Okay, so for each iteration is going to do it. So this is not what we require. Basically what exactly we need to do here is os.path.join. Okay, and we are going to combine this dir name with file. Okay, let me run this and see the output. So now we are getting the directory name, this along with the file name. Okay, this one. Now because we have so many files, let's change our script, and let me say we are trying to find this file called sysctl.com. Okay. So it's pretty simple. What we need to do, just need to add one if condition. If file is equal to this file, then print it. So basically we have changed our requirement because /etc is a big directory. So what we are trying to do inside this etc UFW, we are like, our use cases inside this etc UFW, we are trying to search this file called sysctl.com. And for that we iterate over all the file, and then we add this if condition. Okay, let me do that, and then to print it, this guy. So as you can see, this find out this file. So I'm just giving you one example. If we are going to do this /etc, it will take some time because it need to recursively go inside each and every file. So actually there are at two levels this file is present, at etc.sysctl.conf and at etc.ufw.sysctl.conf. Okay. So first part of the script is complete, where our task is to find out a specific file inside a directory. Now the second part is we need to create a user-friendly script. Okay. We're using the argparse. So first thing we need to do is import that module. Import argparse. Okay, we have imported it, and then in the next step we need to add some boilerplate syntax. And yesterday in one of our video I explained you what all these parameters mean. So let me briefly tell you again about all these parameters. The first thing is we need to import that module. Okay. Then in the second steps, we are going to create a parser. Okay. And in the parser, we are just specifying like this is going to show when you're going to run this help option. The third thing is we need to create an argument. And there are two kind of argument in case of argparse. One is the optional argument and one is a positional argument. So if you are going to add this, then this will become an optional argument. So basically what we are supplying as an argument is the path name, which is /etc. And then we have this file search, like the file which we want to search, which is sysctl.conf. And then we are giving some help option. And finally, we are executing this parser. Now the only change which is going to happen in your script due to this is now instead of using this as an argument like this one, you need to change your argument as args.pathname rather than the hard-coded value. And here, rather than using this, you need to do arg.filesearch. So args.pathname, this guy, and args.filesearch. Args.filesearch. Okay. Let me re-execute this script, and now you see that you are getting this usage option, that search for a file -h path name and file search. And if you run -h option, you see that you are getting this reading the directory path to find the file from here. Then you are getting two positional argument. One is a path name and a file search, and a help option. This is provided by default by the argparser module. Okay. So now you can give it like this with /etc as a file name and sysctl.conf as a directory name, and then sysctl.conf as a file name, and it will give you the same output. But now in this case it is much more user friendly, that user can run the help command to find it out like what exactly is inside the script. Okay. So we have finished our second task where we have created this as a user friendly script. Okay. Now our third task is to find all the files which ends with a specific extension. So if you go inside this etc and let's convert it back to UFW, let's look for all the files which ends with conf. Okay. So we need to make a minor modification in our script. Rather than using this argparser, let me comment out this. Okay. And what exactly I need to do is I'm not searching for any file now. I just need to look for any file which ends with .conf. So this is what exactly I'm trying to do here. Okay. Basically my if condition is we are looking for any file which end with .conf. Okay, and I need to comment out this line too. Now re-execute our script. This time I'm giving etc ufw, and as you can see inside this ufw we have two configuration file which ends with .conf. If I make it just at the etc level, we see there are a bunch of files which end with .conf. So basically the small changes, we are using this file with ends with this .conf extension, and then we are printing all the file names joined with the directory name. Okay, so that's it about this video. In this video we have learned how to create a find-like utility using a Python, and for that we use the os.walk. Then we make it a user friendly by giving the ability to a user to pass the option on the command line. And then in the last we have looked for a specific file extension. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. If you have any question, please drop in the comment section. I will try to answer those questions as soon as possible. Thanks once again. Bye.